Hey guys, I like putting myself out there, so I am here with a cool clock. Cool clock is my background, and filming a podcast that's probably a little bit too high. There we go. How are you today, peoples? Nice to see you. Hope it's nice to see me too. It's definitely not. Anyway guys, today I wanted to have a little talk about what's actually important. Actually, I'm not sure if this is actually too high. No, that definitely was not important at all. And also, I would like to have a talk as to why I have to talk in this really patronizing voice. What is it, people? Is it because I gotta go, circumstances are different now, I'm on camera. Is the camera even recording? Alright. Yeah, camera's recording. You know, that's just part of the show now. It's the show, guys. Why do I have to project my voice like this? What the hell, man? Isn't that strange? Like, and this is a bit better, yeah? Just have to get that out of you, you know? Like the whole... No, I'm not cutting that. That's part of the podcast, right? Do you think people actually watch this anyway? My man. Anyway. Oh, man. Can't women just be man? Come on, when I say man, hey man, you're man. I'm talking about man, like person. Why do you have to identify with being a man so much that not being being a woman, you get offended by someone calling you man? Like man, yeah, or like referring to people as man. Men don't care about being man that much, or they shouldn't. Their egos do. But like if you don't have an ego, why does it matter if you're being called man? Alright guys, come on, it's just an expression that works well. Okay? It has other, like, egotistical connotations, but only happens if you have an ego to, like, have the ego affected by. You know what I mean? Like, the ego is only gonna get hurt if you have an ego. So just chill, women, when I say man. Like, yeah, people. Hey, people. No, man. People, man. It sounds way cooler. Yeah, at the dawn of time, man was out and hunting. Woman. Yeah, because you can have woman, and that's definitely referring to the woman, like just like a girl. If you have man, it's actually both. You know, man is actually, it's part of woman. Man is part of woman. Fireman! Same deal, bro! Okay, now bro does stand for brother. Same deal, sis! That sounds like a porno vid. No, I don't like that. Yeah, bro. Can I call you bro? I don't care if I'm romantically in love with you. I want to call you bro. Alright, this is how we're going to kick things off. I'm calling you bro. Bro. What do you think about that, bro? Anyway, guys, I wanted to talk about what's important in life. I've been thinking about that a lot this week. I started TikTok even, basically all about it. That's all I've been uploading, and a few other things. It's really exciting, really fun making TikToks. So good. Man, when you just like, you basically just zone out of all of the distractions in life. Life is so fun. It really is the roller coaster. When you actually like just get on the roller coaster that's life, right? Metaphor. And you're not like staring at your phone, metaphor, on the roller coaster, but you're just on the roller coaster. It's awesome. Like imagine if you're on the roller coaster and you're asleep. That's sort of what living in a distracted world is like. Or, yeah, your world is distracted. That's what living distracted is like. It's like being asleep on the roller coaster. At Dreamworld. Don't do that, guys. Don't fall asleep on the roller coaster. At Dreamworld, you die. You'll die. You will. Under the conveyor belt. Yeah, it's like falling asleep on the... Yeah, you will die. And You'll never expect it. Who expected to be in their dreams for the rest of their life? Oh, they didn't have a life. Sorry. They were just dead. Not sleeping. Dead. Are you gonna sleep till you die? I'm sticking with the metaphor here of being distracted as being asleep. You know. Anyway, when you actually like enjoy the roller coaster, you enjoy the roller coaster. It's like the most epic thing ever. You get to do all these cool stuff there, and you get to do all this cool stuff down there, and it's all pretty cool. It is like pretty chilly in some places, but that comes with the terrain, you know. It's not a bad thing to be chilly, you know. Otherwise, you'd never be warm. But then being warm, you can be a bit too warm. Being chilly, is that a bad thing? Not necessarily. It's not a bad thing. It's just a thing that happens. Why does it have to be a bad thing? You know, it's only bad because we say it's bad, or we say it's bad because it's painful. We say being chilly is bad because it's painful. We say being chilly is painful. But why does painful have to be a bad thing? You know, like, can't painful just be an indicator that something's painful? Why does it have to be a bad thing? Pain is actually a good thing a lot of times. It shows us where we need to go. It's like goal setting, basically. Yeah, why does pain have to be a bad thing? If when we think it's a bad thing, then and then we get like bad thoughts, and then because we think it's a bad thing, we're already in those thoughts that are thinking it's bad, and then you're just like, oh, this is bad, and life is bad, I'm going to distract myself further, I might just go to sleep, that'll distract me from this roller coaster. But then you're on the roller coaster, and the roller coaster is fun as hell, man. It's supposed to be scary. It's supposed to be scary. It's supposed to be life, man. I'm still scared to ask that girl out on the bus that I'm not sure has a boyfriend or not. But it's supposed to be scary, right? It's supposed to be scary. Yeah, supposed to be scary. So I'm trying to think through what would happen if I asked her out. But no, if the opportunity arises, ask her out. If the opportunity arises, talk to her. If it's like appropriate in the opportunity. You don't need to think about the consequences. Holy crap, it's windy. You just need to think about whether or not you can do it, like, safely. Or not even safely, but like, yeah, basically safely, if you can do it. You don't even need to think about that. You can just fill that out, basically. You just fill out what is right and what is not right, you know? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying here, guys? Sorry, that was back to the start where I had to put on a little bit of something. I would never do that in a conversation. I'm trying to make this like real nice and conversational, you know? I might be getting interviewed by the ABC next week. That'd be fun. Pretty chill. But that'd be a really cool test to see if I actually can keep it conversational or like change from what I would do normally. Because I don't give a crap about like whether or not it's a good interview. It's the ABC. I care more about these podcasts being good than the ABC. Damn. And that's saying something. Yeah, exactly. I think it'd be a really fun experiment, this interview, just to see how lackadaisical I can be. How, not casual, but relaxed I can be. How relaxed, how unassociated from my ego I can be. Because it's sort of like, I would do that by myself. I wouldn't do that in a conversation though. I'm sorry, that was a little bit out there. But you didn't say anything, did you? I wasn't getting any signals from you. If you don't want me to sing like that, just say something, I'm giving up. Oh fuck, I gave up on you. Too bad, too late. Some people. Yeah, good opportunity to be mindful. It's sort of like, oh, have I got something to say? I've always got something to say. if it needs to be said. So just be truthful. Just share your opinion. And is it even your opinion? It's just your thoughts. No, it's sort of just like your action, your reaction, your action. It's sort of just action, really. It's just action. It's not reaction. Everything's a reaction then, and what's it a reaction to? Because it's reacting to a reaction of a reaction, a reaction, a reaction back to the beginning of time, and then there's probably a reaction from there to something else, just don't know about, surely. It'd have to be, right? So everything's just action, and it's just happening. And it happened because that's where the universe was up to in time. And time has just changed. Well, time doesn't exist, actually. That's where the universe is at. It's just at where it is right now. It hasn't really been anywhere else. It's just always been right in the present. Because people think that, like, oh, we have time, start of time here, and then we have, like, end of time over here, and in the middle, we have, like, where we are right now, yeah? So, back in the present, they were back over here. I gotta let Lionel out in a sec, my dog. Alright, so back in the day, start of time, they were back here. No. Back in the day, they were still in the middle. They were still in the present. There was nothing else. There still is nothing else on either side. There is only right now. Time doesn't change. Holy crap. Time is an illusion. Think about that, guys. I'm gonna go let my dog out. Time is an illusion. So I just did that to get your attention. I mean, I could do that in a conversation. I don't think I would, though. I have to be very comfortable with these people. And maybe not even then. Because it's still weird. Even though it sort of makes sense. Probably creep them out, probably wouldn't be appropriate time to sing. No. So there never actually was a past. There was only right now. That's what I'm saying. It never actually changes from now. Back in the day, it was still now. That's what I'm saying. Back in the day, it was now. When that happened, it was now. Was it when that was happening? It was as that was happening. In that moment. It was now. In the moment. It was in the moment. It's always in the moment. Nothing's never not in the moment. It's always right now. And that, guys, is what's important. What's important is doing the best segue of my goddamn life. That was amazing. Good stuff. Didn't even mean to do that. Just emerged so naturally because I'm just so truthful, guys. So honest, so genuine, so authentic. So authentic. That was nice. That sounded pretty good, actually. Oh, Mama Bear. So that was like a voice class reference. Yeah, that's a good idea. When you say something like weird and messed up, you're just like, oh, it's just a reference to some niche thing I'm into. Not weird at all, guys. Just a TV show. That's right. It's a TikTok. Man, people and their goddamn TikToks. I hate this, right? At school, I'm walking around, and then I just hear like crazy people just spitting out random stuff, and it's so messed up. It's like, 1, 2, buckle my shoe, I'm a little and I go, what the hell are you doing, man? Are you okay? Are you alright? Have you been kidnapped and have got Stockholm syndrome or something? Are you messed in what drugs did you do? 1, 2, what the fuck is, what is wrong with you? And they're just like, 1, and then I'm like, oh my god, you're doing it as well! 1, oh, what the hell, I'm like, what are you doing? And they're like, it's a TikTok. A TikTok. You got a tick. They got a tick. TikTok. And they got a tick. Yeah, it's a tick. I didn't mean to. TikTok, more like, your tick is talking. Your tick is on repeat. The tick you have is on here. Yeah, and it's like, oh my god, why do you have to do that? I'm sorry, people that do that. Sorry, bro, you do that too, but like, oh my god, it's crazy. Oh my god, I got a sore throat after that. So, please, just keep your addictions to yourself. Like, if I was walking around going, hey guys, found the dragon. It's over there. So I don't want to yell anymore. I've got a scratchy voice. But basically, if I was like, oh, I don't know, I found the meaning to life, guys. It's in MDMA. People would question it. You know, but like, people go around saying, 1, 2, back of my shoe, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. It's random. It's so like, it hurts me because it's so like unoriginal, and it's such an undistracted thought. It's what? Why would you say that? It's got nothing to do with what's going on right now. Nothing to do with what's going on right now. And you just like, 1, 2, what the hell, man? What are you doing? It's so stupid. It's not. You can sing a song, I guess. That's really distracted in itself. But like, 1, 2. That's not a song you can sing. Why? Why do you have to be just so distracted by that? I mean, like, oh man, I really gotta try hard to show some serious compassion right now for these people. Because holy hell, it's insane. Literally insane. God damn. Crazy. Really crazy. So anyway, what's important in life, guys? I wonder. Alright, I'm gonna have to check if the camera's still on. Oh my god, the camera's still on. Is this right? God damn, it must be my lucky day. Camera's still on, people. Heck yeah. Be funny if the camera was just like zoomed like right up to my nose. I didn't even know. What a podcast that would be. Am I right? Sick. So yeah, this is how you get better at stuff. You just become able to do it, and I think the best way to do that is just become undistracted by everything else. And to do that, you have to become aware of it, and to do that, you have to be mindful, basically, of your awareness. And that takes a bit of luck to get into training mindfulness. I think everyone else that does it, I don't think they're really doing it. I think you have to be mindful to get stuff done. I think everyone else that gets stuff done, they're not really getting it done that well. They're getting it done at a big sacrifice or something else. Like me, very predominantly in my life, basically up until this morning, where I was like, alright, yesterday I found these things, 3 things: journaling, meditating, and acting. Journaling and meditating, I've got that down in a habit. Acting is what I actually want to do. But those three, each of them are all vitally important to my day. That's the 3 things that if I could do 3 things in a day, I would do those 3 things. Plus, obviously, like, hang out with people and have good connections, you know. But then having those 3 things done, you actually, like, the 3 most important things done, you can actually, like, really resign yourself to be with people. Yeah, really relinquish your angst to be away from people because you get stuff done. Your guilt, I guess. Really puts the thoughts on a positive track. Because your life is on a positive track and you don't need so many indicators to get better, you know? Better at life. It's cool. Awesome. So, yeah, I'm really enjoying life at the moment. I mean, a lot of the time it sucks, but like, You just gotta stay present, I guess, and just sit with the pain. Because pain's not bad. It just feels bad if you think it's bad. Right? Right. So, is what's important becoming the best person possible? I guess that's not a bad thing to do. Yeah. But becoming the best person possible, that's really just... Is that just an excuse to try and be good enough for someone? Like your parents? So they can love you more? Or is it becoming the best person possible because that's just what seems best? That seems like the logical idea, the logical step forward is doing the next thing that seems good, not being distracted by everything else. Because doing it just to impress people, because you want to be enough, right? So you can be loved, that's just building an ego. It's just feeding your ego sort of thing. You're just acting out of egotistical motivations. Egotistical, like, thoughts that are distracting you from what actually is the right path. Good example, the guy that did the 8-hour plank. Maybe he really likes planks. Maybe he had a lot of time to spare. Maybe he had the feeling that if he did that he would build himself so much. Maybe he was doing it to raise money. Maybe. It could be all solid, wholesome reasons, right? Wholesome reasons for doing an 8-hour plank. Breaking the record, right? I feel like he broke it by a fair bit, actually. Bit unnecessary, but okay. So, fair reasons to do that, but I feel like more than likely he just wanted to prove himself. What are you proving exactly? That you're good enough? Since when were you not good enough? It's fine, you can just exist and just be a good person. It's alright. So that's where just being aware and doing like the wholesome things, or trying to do the wholesome things, transitioning into them, and then being aware so you can not be distracted by these other thoughts that are inherently egotistical. When you get distracted in thoughts, I feel like they are inherently egotistical. Egotistical in the fact that there's this ego that you got to protect, this identity, this self, this thing that you call I, that you got to protect and build up so you'll be alright in the tribe that is everyone in the world. It's funny how you say that, just everyone in the world. It's sort of like backphrasing and singing. I like it. It's pretty cool, pretty funny. Yeah, so just like that. Yeah, it's protecting this ego that you have. Or not really protecting it, it's living off it. It's like a parasite. Comes in and it takes what's good in the world, you know? Yeah. Does a fat bit, eh? You like the setup today, guys? The background, I think it's pretty cool. Got a clock in the back, some gold shiny things up top, and computer on a nice angle here. Nothing sus on the computer, I hope. Yeah. Just kidding, I wouldn't really care. It's nothing inappropriate, you know. And if I was to care about something that I would genuinely search up, not thinking that it's something unwholesome. Because it's the unwholesome thing that's the distracted thing. And that's the thing that's not helpful. And that's the thing that you feel guilt about. So, if we've gone past that, which hopefully we would, and if you haven't, then you've got other ways to get out of that. Another problem, which is the fact that you did that, or not that you did that, is that you're doing that. You've got to change that. It's fine that you did that. You just got to do it differently next time, sort of thing. You know. So yeah, if it's a genuine wholesome thing, there's nothing that can take that away, or should take it away. That is inherently the genuine thing. The unegotistical thing. The unegotistical thing to do in that situation is just to let the thing come up and let you think what you think. Not believe that you're going to judge me, because what are you actually judging? I didn't choose to put it up. Something just influenced me to put it up. There was no decision making made in putting it up. I didn't choose to put it up. I just put it up because I chose to, you know. And I chose to put it up. Well, I didn't choose to put it up, actually. I did the action of putting it up because something influenced me. I didn't actually choose. I was always going to do that. I was always going to put it up. I just did the action of putting it up. I can still say sorry for that if I feel bad. And I can still say sorry for it if it's an unwholesome thing. Or if it affected people and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that happened. You can be sorry and still not be the wrong thing, because it's never the wrong thing that you did, or it's never like your fault, because there is no you. You can just be sorry for like the pain that it caused, right? It doesn't mean you have to change it next time either. That might be unnecessary, but you can still say sorry and show sorry for it. Yeah, that's really good. Is the camera still going? Oh my god, camera's still going, people. This is amazing. This is amazing. Hot damn. Never would have expected that. I wonder if it's in focus. Probably not. Oh well. You can look at all of me at once. Without any of it in focus. Any particular part, that is. Anyway. Yeah, that was a bit weird. But, yeah. What I was saying is that it just happens, and it's not you that puts it up. It wasn't me that did that weird, sort of semi-cringy thing. Weird thing that probably would have been better without it. I was just doing the action. And then I can still relent for it. I can still try to change it, basically, and still not condone it, but like, I don't condone it, but you can still try and make up for it and still change my ways. And that's why you can still put people in prison to change them, to make them better. It's still making them better, you know. They don't have to be bad people, because no one's good or bad. They're just a product coming out of that's part of the universe, basically. They're just there, just actioning everything, just happening. Yeah. There's no good or bad soul behind it that should be punished and made to be justful, to change them, to punish them, to show them that they're wrong, and that if you're not, because they deserve it. The universe is not equal without them being punished because they deserve it. That's not really true. You punish people not because they deserve it, because no one deserves it. There is no one of them making the decision. They're just doing the action that happened because something else, because everything else happened, right? And that's where they ended up. They were unlucky to be the conscience who had the awareness they were unlucky to be conscious that conscience was unlucky to have the awareness of that outcome. It's not good for them either, you know. So they feel pain as well. It's not a good thing to do, even if they enjoyed it, even if they were a psychopath. It's not their fault. They didn't choose it, basically. You only want to punish them if it's gonna change them for the better, help the world, basically. It's gonna be a helpful thing. It's gonna make them more wholesome. That's the only use of punishment. Otherwise, there is no use. There is nothing. You don't get anything out of it. They don't get anything out of it. They just get punished, and they just feel more pain, which is not deserving on anyone. They just feel more pain because I'm not sure. Actually, I lost my thought, but they would just feel more pain. There's no fault of their own. And that's just unfortunate. And that is all just the happening. It will never change. But at least we can, in our own lives, show more compassion and be able to be more aware of these things. Because with awareness, a lot of it loses its power. Its power to have over you, to really engross your entire conscious experience. Yeah, it doesn't need to do that. So that's why being aware of these things and then practicing being with this awareness is what gives us hope. It's what can really free us, can really let us just be. Us being the conscious experience. Or us being the universe. The universe doesn't really do anything. I guess the conscious is just part of the universe. But everything is just appearing in consciousness. So we are just an appearance. Everything here is just appearing, and my voice is just appearing, my hand, my arm, my jacket's just appearing, and my feelings are just appearing. And I'm just here observing them, basically. And to do that is really all I can do. And then just go ahead, living the best life possible, which is done by discovering, being curious about life, discovering what is laid ahead, and inquiring into that with awareness and mindfulness. Because that, ladies and gentlemen, is the roller coaster. The true roller coaster that is life. And if you don't fall asleep on the roller coaster, it'll be a fun ride. But if you fall asleep on the roller coaster, you'll probably just vomit. Actually, you'll probably fall off the side of the roller coaster and get depressed. Something like that. Some horrible thing. Maybe being depressed is part of the roller coaster. But maybe if you fall off, then you'll get lost in your thoughts and your emotions, and you'll never really you just get distracted from the roller coaster. You'll never really get to ride the roller coaster. There is life. Never really get to experience life, the conscious experience that life is. It's just here, it's happening. And we get the privilege to enjoy it, to relish in it, to feel it, to hate it, to loathe it, to despise it,